this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Taylor on first down.
They should have put a stamp on me.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead.
For the extra point.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Seahawks nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Taken down at the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
3 yards. First down, Colts.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Taylor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First down, Hines. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The throw complete to Dorsett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Check. Watch 54. Tackle.
To throw is Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines down to the 25. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And Jennings has it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, it's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's going to go up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing Jones. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jalen Reed, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 7, Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And some room to work. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there on a first down for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. Able to push his way through. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Colts.
Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. But it's going to be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Here's Jones on third down. Being chased out left. Taking and that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. The give to Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Off play action. Jones. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Come on, the ball, come on. Strong right. Check that. We got three, fellas, we got three.
Again, Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Wilson's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Throwing again here, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Left side complete to Lockett. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
For another Seahawks first and goal at the 3-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Colts 24. Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
First down.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
On first down, Hines, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Jones dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
To throw on third down, Jones. He's going to take another shot here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Down and 1.
Wilson will throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Grover Stewart, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Get off the field. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Yo.
Operating from the gun. Wilson buying time to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in
Season
December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Here's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road. So for Indianapolis, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Bang, can I kick it? With the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. Died again, how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. These right here just to catch my cub. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. There's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a lineback. I got juice like a six range just like Tom Brady.